Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with Me, and today we are going to play with the November E-Club kit. Now, there are tons of goodies in this kit, plus you get, even if you order the extras, you get the 8-page digital for free that I made to go with the kit. I'll show you it first. So we're going to play around with this kit. I'm excited. There is that. That one. I just love this digital. Even if I did make it, I still love it. I think you're supposed to love things that you make, aren't you? I love that little girl. Her eyes are so cute. And I made it really colorful because this kit's very colorful. Some pockets and tags, and then old Santa. So you get a download link that you can download this. Now, these little lines in here, that's my printer. Don't think that yours will do that because it won't. That is my printer. It really went wild on this one, and I don't know why. I think I was running out of black ink, but this is all the same color down through here. So don't pay any attention to that. And then also on this one, it did some black lines. I mean, some white lines, but that's my printer. Just ignore it. It's very colorful and very pretty. So you get that 8-page digital. And then, of course, you get my absolute favorite, these bags. These are A4 size. And they're just the right size to fit. What I do is when I'm making a journal, I put all of my goodies in here, and it holds all of them, the journal and everything. And then I can keep this, you know, I put the person's name on it. I just put a little sticker on there. And then I can keep this over to the side, and I know that I need to be working on this journal. But they're waterproof. They zip up. Nice mesh bags. So you get that. You get some lace. You get these chipboard pieces, and I went ahead and took mine out of the plastic just so that they wouldn't glare quite so much. And I'll show you how you can use these chipboard pieces even in your journals if you want to. Show you how to do those. And then you get these bits and pieces, and they're Dear Santa. Absolutely gorgeous. It's got all kinds of little goodies on there. I love that little truck right there. There we go. See that truck? And then you get a 6x8, and it is Dear Santa, and it's got double-sided papers. Absolutely love them. And see, they go really well. Let me show you. See that? Guest check, that's in here. It's in my digital. Let me see if I can find it for you, and I'll show you. Right there. See that page and that page? They go perfect together. And then there's our Santa. I absolutely love that. And then you get this, and I know a lot of you have not played with these, and I think different people got different ones because we couldn't get all of the same kind, so I think some people might have got a green one, some got a red, and that might be a little bit different. But I'll show you how we're going to play with this today. I know it's been a long time since we've played with these little things, but I'm going to show you how we're going to play with that. You get some pop dots. These are good if you're making cards and you want something to kind of stand up. You get some beautiful washi. Now, I don't know if everybody got the same washi as I did. I think it could have been different kinds, but it was all Christmas washi. But I got the one that has Santa on it. And then you got some little brad stars. Cute. Then you got some bling, of course. I think we put bling in almost every one. And then you got a beautiful card base. Now, you can use this to make up another one if you want. This is an A7 size, I want to say. Let's see what size it actually is. Or you can just fold your own cards. I don't do a lot of cards. This is a 5x7. Yes, it's an A7 size. And then you got the envelope to go with it. Now, I don't do a lot of cards, but you could also use your cards in your journals if you want to do that too. So you can do different things with cards. And then there is the green and red cardstock. And this is the good basil cardstock that we always put in the kits. We don't go cheap on our cardstock because I love basil. It holds up well. It's thick. So, all right, let's see. Now, I have no clue what I'm going to make. My mind is just absolutely running crazy. So, No clue what I'm going to make, but I'm going to lay my little bag over here to the side, and I'll put all my goodies back in that when I finish. So let's see what we might want to do. What do y'all suggest? I would like to make, since this is Tag Along Tuesday, I would like to make a couple of tags. And I do have these tags. It's just a couple of big, large white tags. So we could do that. We may make some cards. I don't know. Like I said, I don't have a clue what I'm going to make, but we'll just get started. I love this page right here. I love collage pages. Isn't that pretty? But I think we'll use bits and pieces of it to make this. And we may even make a little small journal out of some of this in just a little bit. So you got to stick around to see what I dream up out of my head bone. I'm going to lay all this over to the side because I may want to use some of this digital on here as well. Now, I am going to grab some ink. I'm going to grab a different colored ink. I'm just going to grab some pine needle. And I think it'll go good with this kit. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ink around my little white tag. Because I don't really want any of that bright white blaring out there. So is everybody ready for Thanksgiving? Have you started your cooking yet? I don't start my cooking until like the day of, I think. I'm not one to pre-cook ahead of time too much. I might cook, you know, my cornbread or something like, and the pies the day before. But I don't really do a lot of cooking ahead of time. My family likes everything nice and fresh, so we usually just make it up the day. Okay, I think that'll work. We're just putting enough around there so that when we put the paper down, it won't, you know, we won't have any white showing, maybe. Now, I think I'm going to use just a piece of this, and I'm just going to tear it. Oops, I'm going to tear it the other way. If you go backwards away from you when you're tearing, you don't get that white edge. If you're using this part. But if you go forward, you get that white edge. Oh, I like that. I like that. Now I'm going to tear that off since it doesn't go all the way to the top. And we'll use a piece of this. Let's see. Let's figure out which one I want to use. I think I'll just use a piece of this right here at the top. We'll just tear it off. So I can always print all of those again. We'll use that up there, and then this will go down here. And then we're going to put something else right there. I'm going to grab a piece of this music page, and I might even use it just so that I can save my paper. I think so. I think we'll use a piece of this. I'm just going to tear these. This is some of that large music page that we had the other day. That we made those pouches out of. I love those pouches. Let's see. Let me get the music on there. Alright. Yeah, I think I like that. And then we're going to put a focal point there. So, let me start gluing. Glue, glue, glue. We're going to glue this down first. So, what have you guys been doing? Let me know. You've been prepping for Thanksgiving? Are you gone from your house this week? Getting ready for Thanksgiving? Do you go out of town for Thanksgiving? Do you stay home? Do your kids come home? Let me know. I want to know. Inquiring minds. You know how I am. I like to live through you guys. I stay home. My kids come home. Which I say they come home. They only, you know, they live close to me. They all come in and we eat way too much and we lay around and we watch Christmas movies and we laugh at the kids. We have a good time. I enjoy it. Last year it was rough, I will admit, because, you know, my favorite person had passed away in September, and then November was kind of rough. December was really rough. But this year I'm thinking it's going to be a little bit easier. I mean, I still miss him like crazy, but you know, I know that there's nothing in this world I would do to bring him back to this old cruel world. He's a lot better off than we are. Alright, we are going to slide that up. And I know you say, well, why did you put all that ink around the edge if you're just going to cover it all up? Well, that's just to keep it from showing. If I did, you know, mess up and not get it all the way to the edge, which I probably did somewhere. That's just to keep that ink from showing. Thank you guys for all of the purchases you made while we had our sale going on. That was fantastic. It helps our family out so much. I appreciate it. And somebody made a comment on their order. You know, I hope my little bitty order helped you a lot. Don't think that, I mean, if it's $5 or $50 or $200, every dollar helps our family. Our family is supported by this store, this shop, and, you know, our YouTube channel, that kind of thing. So any dime helps us big time, believe me. I like that. I like that. Now, we have got this pack of ephemera, but this pack is a little bit small. I may use some of the words or something, or some of the little tags up here, but I pulled this out of our stash in the store. I probably shouldn't have, but I did anyway. This is the 134 piece die cut pieces from 49 in Market, and it's the Christmas Spectacular. So I grabbed this one mainly because of this big Christmas tree right here. I wanted to use that Christmas tree on here. It's got tons of good pieces in it. And we do have a few more of these left, and I think, well, if they're not on sale, I'll put them on sale so that you guys can grab them if you want to. I mean, look at this. It's just got gobs and gobs of nice pieces. See that believe? That's cute. And I don't mind the white being in this because I've got white in my background. So I don't mind that at all. It's just a nice piece. Nice piece. And at the back, I think we even have some larger pieces. Let me look. Now, I think this is the second time we have had this ephemera pack in the store. But once this one is gone, it's probably going to be gone because they have discontinued so much of the Christmas items already. Let me see. I was going to, and I don't know how this is going to work, so we're going to play around with it first. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this little brush, and I do think we still have some of these brushes in the store, and I'm just going to go over this believe just a little bit. I didn't put much on there, and I'm not pressing down on it straight. I'm kind of going at an angle. I just want it to have a little bit of color, not much, just a little. That works right there. And I know you can't really tell, but it's got just a little bit of that hint of green on there. And I'm going to do the same thing on the edges of this. Now this is not exactly the same color green, but it will work. We're just going to say that this is colored wrong. Oh lordy, I got a little bit too much right there. So we're going to put that right there, and then I need some little something just under it, just to kind of keep the tree from looking like it's sitting up in the sky. What about that little piece right there? Now, I'll tell you. See, this little piece is kind of, whoops. This little piece is kind of blank. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab that stencil. And let's see which one. Oh, those little lights would work great down through there. Let's do the little lights. And I think I'm just going to do them in green. No, I don't want to do them in green. I want to do them in red. I'm going to do them in barn door. I think that's the closest color I have to a red. And you don't have to have one of these to do this. You can use just a little sponge. You can use a little rag, whatever you got. You don't have to have what I have. But I'm just going to use what I have in my stash. And I'm going to ink that up with some red. And I didn't wash this. It had brown on it, so we may get a reddish brown. That'll be okay too. And I'm just holding my stencil down. And I'm just kind of going over it with that little brush. And now we have a little label that has little lights on there. So I'm thinking about, I thought about putting that under there, but that looks kind of weird. So I'm thinking that we may put this down here, and I'll use some of this lace that came in the kit and put it right under the tree. I think that'll be pretty. I do. Let's see. Oh, you know what I did? I just raked my hand all through that glue. That was real smart, wasn't it? And I may just wrap this lace around. It won't hurt anything. You'll still have plenty of journaling space on the back if you want to write on it. But we'll have the lace on there. I'm trying to get it straight and I can't see, so I'm going to have to hold it up. Yeah, that's straight enough. Straighter than what Edith usually does. Now, if you wanted to, you could use these pop dots. And I'm just going to do it and just to show you what they'll look like. It'll still go in a journal and it'll still go in the pockets. But it'll just have a little bit of dimension to it. And you just stick those down and pull the little backing off. See, it just gives it, I like that. It just gives it a little bit of dimension, but it'll still go down in your pocket. But it separates it from the background just enough. Let me go ahead and cut this off. I used to use pop dots all the time. Why I got to the point where I stopped, I don't really know. So I think we'll put that down there, and I'm just going to put it straight down. But you know, using pop dots in your journal is not any more than using ribbon and lace and things like that, because they all kind of have a little bit of dimension to them. Now, do I want to wrap that around? Yes, I do. And I'm not even going to cover this back because you can write on that. Doesn't matter to me that it's white. That doesn't bother me. We have a few more of these kits left, so if you want one, and I've also put those on sale. I'm putting everything on sale right now. I feel Christmassy, so everything's going on sale. Melinda's like, Mother. Oh, me. I would give it all away if I could. If I could afford it. Let's see. I don't know about putting that there. Maybe tucking it right there. I don't mind that. Let's do that. But yeah, I just want things on sale where you guys can get it if you want it, and you know, make it. You could even give some things for Christmas if you wanted to do that. Pick up a few things and give them for Christmas gifts. There we go. I like that. So isn't that a cute tag? And it's a taller tag, so it'll go in a journal that, let's see. Oh, it's 8.5, so it'll go in my regular journals. It'll just be a taller tag. Now, we can either use some of this twine, which we have tons and tons of this in stock, and I do think I want to use it. And I'm just going to roll off. If you guys want this, it is on sale too. And I think it comes like 5 yards to a little batch. I am going to do this, and I'm hoping this is going to be big enough. And I'm going to put multiple layers. And that was just about a yard that I did there. So 5 yards would give you lots and lots. And then we're going to put a hole in here. Where's my hole punch? There we go. And let's flip it over so we can put that hole where that other one was. There we go. Now what I want to do, let's see if I can manage it. I want to stick this through there. All of the layers, and then we'll cut the end. Cute, I like that. I like that. Now let's cut the end of it. You are going to cut the end, right, Edith? Yep. I'm just cutting where I folded it. Need my little bitty scissors for this. There we go. That one. And we'll do this one. I like that. That's cute. So there is a pretty tag. You could even use this for a little card if you wanted to, and just put a little pocket on the back, slip a little gift card or something in there, and give that as a little card. But that will go in one of my Christmas journals. So there's that one. Oh, I did tell you, let me do this before we get rid of that, or put that to the side. I did tell you I was going to show you how to use these if you don't want that dimension. All you have to do is go in the back and just pull that chipboard off. It separates real easy. And then you have just a little piece, a little flat piece. And then you just put this down on your project. So I do that a lot if I want to put them down flat, which they're not real dimensional anyway, but a lot of people, they'll steer away from them because they do have a little bit of dimension. But all you have to do is peel that off, and it comes apart real easy. And the front, I have never torn the front when I did it. So, and see, now it goes down flat. It's all you have to do to use those chipboard pieces. Isn't that cute? So let's do a little Christmas booklet. I feel like I want to do a Christmas booklet. Got so much good stuff here. Let's just do a little Christmas booklet. And I think I'm going to use red, the outside. I don't think I want it quite as large. Now one side of this basil cardstock is smooth and the other side is rough. I like the rough side because it gives it more texture. I think I want to make one about this wide, but I don't want to, let's see, maybe a little wider. But I don't want it quite that tall, so we may cut the top off just a little bit. I do have a bone folder somewhere buried. There it is. Alright, we're going to cut this part right here off. Oh, I got so much stuff. I'm glad you can only see a part of my desk. Because if you could see all of it, you would say, how in the world do you work in that mess, girl? Alright, save that piece because we can use it. And then I want to cut this off to, let's do 6 inches. No, let's do 6.5. And we'll keep that little piece because we can use that. And then this is going to be our little Christmas booklet. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use this green ink around it. It's just going to give it, it's not going to look green, it's just going to look a little bit discolored, a little bit dark. But I like that look, so we're just going to do that. Melinda did a fantastic job picking out these kits, I think. They're very, very pretty. Now, don't worry about if I'm getting it on up here because that's going to be covered with some paper, colorful paper, so don't worry about that. I want to do a little bit of inking on the inside. Okay, we've got that, and then we're going to cover this with some paper, or cover part of it. We may not cover it all. Let's see. Will Santa fit on there? Trying to see if he'll fit. If he won't, I don't want to cut him in half, so I think he would fit. But let's see if we have another one that's got something a little bit smaller on it. I don't want to cut his arms or legs off. You know what? Let's use a little piece of this. This is pretty. And we'll be able to get a little bit of everything on there. So I'm going to leave a little bit of that red showing. I'm going to cut it right there and right there. I told you I had no clue what I was going to make, so this is just dreamed up. Trying to see my mark. I hope that was it. Alright, those pieces will go over there. Yes, that'll be perfect right there. I'm going to go ahead and ink around this. Make it look a little bit more finished. Not like I just cut a piece of paper up. And then we will glue that down. Last year I made some little December dailies like this. Just little small ones. For people like me who don't do a lot of journaling and you don't have a lot of time, you just have a little page that you can put some notes on or put a little photo on or something like that. And I made a bunch that were small like this. Cute. Isn't that pretty? Now we're going to cover the back side. And I'm thinking on the back we may just put this. And I have no clue what the rest of the design people are making. I'm not even a designer on my design team. Melina, Kara, and Betty are. So I don't know what they're making, but I saw the kit and I thought, okay, I gotta make something. I need to make something because I love all of this Christmas stuff. Now, if you wanted to, like I said, you can make this into a little December daily, or you can make it into a little journal that you can stick in your larger journals. Whatever you would want to do with it. I don't know which I'll do with it right now. It'll talk to me in a minute and tell me where it wants to be. I know you believe that, don't you? Alright, I like that so far. Now, I think I'm going to cover the inside with something. And let's see. I like that paper. Let's cut that and save those little pieces that we're cutting off because we will definitely use those. Nothing goes to waste. Believe me, ask my kids. Alicia came in a little while ago and she was looking at my table and she's like, Mother, what is all those little pieces? I said, it's stuff I'm going to use. She said, oh my goodness. She said, you are a mess. I said, yeah, I know. I think I'm going to put that on the front and then we'll put something else back here. You go ahead and find something and cut it. Okay, we're going to glue those down like that. Make sure to smush your glue down real well. Even if you smush a little bit of it out, that's okay, because make sure that everything sticks well. Now, I love this side, but I do have another piece of this paper. This pack has 2 of each in it, so we'll use him somewhere else. I cut that one a little bit shorter than the front one, but that's okay. They're not going to be side by side when we put our pages in there. Anyway, I like that. Now you could have rounded your corners if you want. I felt like I'd just leave mine like they were. Now, I thought about putting that on there. Mary. Nope, I don't want that one on there. Okay, I'm going to put this piece of chipboard right there, but again, I'm going to peel the back off of it. And if you have any trouble peeling the back off, you can just use a little pokey tool or just a little butter knife or something to get in under there. Usually it's no problem. The bigger ones are a little bit more to peel off, but see, it came right off. It's not a problem. So don't think that just because it's chipboard you can't use it, because you can. Which I could have left this dimensional, but I told you guys I would show you how to peel it off and use it. Which a lot of people already know that, I am sure. So there is the front. Isn't that cute? Now we're going to find some paper and put some paper on the inside. Okay, I have some of this paper. This is from Triple V Vintage on Etsy. I have some of this that we're going to use. I think that's a little bit too wide. Let me trim it. I think I'm going to have to turn some air on. It's getting hot in here. It rained all night last night. And I had a new roof. I didn't have to worry so much about the rain. But, yeah, it rained all night. So, it was pretty wet this morning. But it's supposed to turn cold, I think. Now, I'm only going to put 3 sheets in here, which will make 12 pages. So, that's enough for me. But, you know, you can put any amount in here that you want. I'm going to go ahead and, after I've folded them together, I'm going to go ahead and trim it again. And I didn't trim it good, so I'm going to have to use my scissors. I didn't press down hard enough because I got so many things on my desk. So that will go in there well. Now, I am going to put some of the washi down through here just to reinforce that. And let me go ahead and put the top back on that before I forget about it. I'm going to go ahead and put some glue down. I don't know how sticky this washi is, so because I haven't used it, but I like to put a little glue anyway. So we'll just put some glue down there. Trying to see which way I want to put it. Oh, that works well. I like that. And I am just going to fold it around to the inside. That's pretty sticky washi, so I don't think it'll be coming off anytime soon. Alright, I'm just going to use my bone folder and make sure it's pressed down well. Alright, I like that. I think I'll go ahead and put a piece on the inside too, just to give it extra strength. Okay. I like that washi. I'm going to have to remember that piece. Now we are going to, and let's see which one I want on the front. I think, well, that one will be fine. I'm going to put that on the front, and we're going to stitch that in just like that. And this is going to be a little journal. Just a little small journal. You find some clips. Now someone said, oh, I love your Ease journal tool, but I make all sizes of journals, so I can't use it. Well, I'm going to show you. You can use it for any size journal you have. This is a little bitty journal. So what I'm going to do is line it up in the center, right there. Get my little tool here and punch a little hole, and then I'm going to move it down a little bit. And I'm going to punch another one there. And then I'm going to move it the opposite direction until I get it just about, that's about 3/4 or an inch and then I'll punch it there. So I've got my holes punched. It's definitely all centered up, and I used the Ease Journal tool to do it with. So you can use that for any, even if you do the, what are they, the five hole pamphlet stitch, you can still use it. I'm going to use a little bit of this red to stitch it. Now you could stitch it in with a sewing machine. I want to stitch it in the normal way, so I am loving this. There we go. And yep, they look good. Okay, I want to know in the comments below, let me know what your favorite Christmas movie is. Your very favorite. Mine has changed over the years. But, you know, before my husband passed, we would watch all the serious ones like Miracle on 34th Street. We watched The Christmas Carol, the older ones. We watched all of those. And after he passed, last year, I couldn't watch a serious one, and I couldn't watch one that we had watched together. I had to watch things that he normally didn't care for. So I watched all of those funny ones, and I tell you what, I laughed until I hurt. Now I'm going to put one of these little brads in here, because I think they're absolutely adorable. There we go. That's cute. Now I'm going to use a little piece of that washi to put on here, just so that people, you know, if somebody gets it, they don't hang their finger on there and it hurt their finger or whatever. It probably wouldn't. I pressed it down well, but we'll put a little piece of washi across it anyway. What was that one with James, whatever his name was, and he had lost a bunch of money, and he'd prayed that he wouldn't, you know, that he'd never been born or whatever, and the angel came down and made his wish come true. He'd never been born. So what was that one? Oh me, my mind's blank. But anyway, you know, it was Pottersville and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, he loved that one too. Now I absolutely love that. That goes great with that in there. Isn't that cute? I love it. Okay. Is there anything else we're going to do on the front of that? I don't think so. Now on the inside, you could put a little pocket here, which we may do that with some of this scrap that we had left. That would make a cute little pocket. Yeah, he loved all of those. And I liked them then, but now I like the funny ones. I like the ones that make me laugh. So I'm going to use a little piece of this to put a little pocket right here. And this is just that scrap that we had left over. I'm going to glue that down. And I just made it where it would be a flat pocket. Probably won't put very much in there. Maybe just some little pieces of ephemera, or I might slide some money in there, or a little gift card or something like that. I may give this as a little gift card. I may give this away at Christmas. Alright, then I think we'll put just a piece of the ephemera, and this is from the ephemera that came with the kit. I'll put this here. I'm just going to put it at a little bit of an angle. Lord, I am slopping glue everywhere today. And then I'm going to put that little piece over there. Little birdie. So then we have just a little pocket here, and let's see. There's some little tags in that ephemera pack too that you could just tuck down in there. remember to push this top in if you want your pocket a little bit looser. So we could tuck a couple of tags in there. And then you have this space that you can write on, journal on, do whatever. You could also put another pocket at the back if you wanted. Now I think we'll tie this up with some seam binding. This is seam binding from my scrap cabin shop. Absolutely gorgeous seam binding. I love it. It's all I use. We used to sell seam binding, and after I discovered her shop, I told Melina, I said, just forget it. I'm gonna order from her. Now you can glue that little piece down on the back if you want, so it won't come loose when you untie it, but I'm gonna leave it like that for now because I'm gonna put a couple of little Christmas charms down here on it. But there is a little booklet. Isn't that cute? Now let's do one more thing, and this time I'm gonna use some of the digital, and I want a little wraparound journal pocket made with this little girl on the front, and this will go in my Christmas journal. So I'm gonna fold over, that's probably about 3/4 of an inch. I don't measure it, I just fold it over like that. And then I'm going to fold this over, and see, that's going to get her on the front if I do that way. Fold it over about right there. I love that black checkered behind her. That's so pretty. I know I'm saying it's pretty and I made it, but that's okay. Like I said, I think you're supposed to like what you made. Sometimes I don't particularly like what I make. Sometimes I think, oh man, you could have done a whole lot better. But then there are times that I make something that I go, wow, I made that. Now this piece is going to fold like that. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to glue it down through here, and this will be a wraparound on the other side of the page. And I'll show you what I mean in just a second. Let's go ahead and glue this down. And we did this so that we'll have that full pocket, and you won't lose any of your pocket there. See, you've got the full pocket. If you'd have just glued a piece down, then you'd have lost that much that you put the glue on. Okay, we'll use my tax form that I printed for a piece of paper. I don't have a journal page right here right now. So that would wrap around. This is going to be a tuck pocket, and I'm probably going to reinforce that just a little bit. Now I want my little girl to be on the front, so what I'm going to do is fold that way. That's going to make this, you know, the white part instead of that. And so what I'm going to do is cover this. I would have reinforced it anyway, so we're just going to cover it with some paper. And I'm going to use a piece of this that I have already cut or torn. We're going to glue that down there. And I did get a piece of this wet, so that right there is not supposed to be there. I left it up against my little wipey, and it got wet. I'm going to have a bigger desk. I can already see this one it's just not big enough. My husband used to say, if you had a desk that wrapped all the way around you, it still wouldn't be big enough. And it probably wouldn't. Now I cut it short enough that it's not going to go into the fold. So I need to make sure I did that. And I'm just going to put some art glitter glue on the back of it. Now when you buy this kit, and I'll put the link below. When you buy the kit, your digital gets sent to you in an email. I have to send those out manually. So when I see somebody buys the kit, I just send the digital out to the email that you use to purchase. So make sure that you check your junk folder if you don't see it. You know what? We got to glue the bottom, don't we? Yeah, yours will not have that little lime green there. That's because of my baby wipe. Okay, we got the bottom glued. We're going to punch a little pull in the top. That's a very little one, but that'll be all right. She's a cutie. Then we're going to punch a little pull right here. And this one. I was going to put washi there, but I'm not. I'm just going to put ink there. That will be fine. Now, let's get my tax form back out here. So that would go like that. You'll have that little girl on the front, which is absolutely adorable. Be able to put a big tag in there. As a matter of fact, I don't know if that tag will fit. I didn't. No, it's a little bit big, but you could put a big tag in there. And then this is going to be the other side, and you'll glue it here and here, down through here, and you'll have a tuck there. And then this will flip, and you'll have this side. Isn't that cute? Now, do we want to put anything else on this side or the other side? Let's see if we have just a little label. Oh, here's one. What's this say? Naughty or nice? We could put that there. Is she naughty or nice? I think we might just put that naughty or nice there. Because, you know, even though they're cuties, sometimes they're naughty. Put that right across there. And then, I don't need to hold that up, that there. I don't know what I'm doing. Then on this side, let's just put this little label that says Special Delivery Express. Because, you know, this time of year, everybody's ordering off of Amazon and everywhere else. And so, we're waiting for those packages to come in. And I think, again, I'm going to put it a little bit up an angle, like that. So there is another piece. Adorable. Okay, guys, I think that is it for the video today. I will put the links to these products below, and like I said, I am going to put the E-Club kit on sale. We have a few, and I want to, you know, make sure that everybody gets them in time to use them for Christmas, because they are Christmas kits. As you've seen, they have Christmassy. So I will make sure to put those below, and they'll be discounted for a period of time. You will get the digital link emailed to you where you can download that for free as many times as you want to use it. We will talk to you guys later. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.